truth is in the files.
An entire convent of Ursuline nuns in France claimed to be possessed. They accused one priest, Urbain Grandier, of summoning the demons. He was tortured and burned at the stake. As you visualize the scene for this file, imagine a line of nuns in severe black and white habits standing in a cold, grey stone courtyard. Suddenly, the silence is shattered as they fall to the ground, convulsing and writhing in perfect, terrifying unison, their eyes rolling back as they scream blasphemies at the sky. A very warm welcome to all of you, and thank you for joining us here at Conjuring Files. We have come with another case from our archives, stepping back into the shadows of the 17th century to examine a file that blurs the line between mass hysteria, political conspiracy, and demonic influence. This is file Nuff 19, the Loudun Possessions, the burning of Urbain Grandier. This is the story of how a small French town became the epicenter of a spiritual plague that destroyed a man and captivated a nation. The year was 1632, and the location was the walled city of Loudun, France. The local Ursuline convent was a place of quiet devotion until strange events began to plague the nuns. It started with ghosts and hallucinations, but quickly escalated into physical manifestations. The nuns, led by their Mother Superior, Jeanne des Anges, began to suffer from violent convulsions. They would bark like dogs, curse in deep, guttural voices, and expose themselves in ways that shocked the conservative society of the time. When priests were brought in to perform exorcisms, the entities possessing the nuns, demons named Asmodeus, Zabulon, and Issacharon, spoke. They claimed they had been sent by a warlock. They named Father Urbain Grandier. Urbain Grandier was the parish priest of Saint Pierre in Loudun. He was everything a humble priest was not supposed to be: wealthy, handsome, eloquent, and arrogant. He was a known libertine who had seduced several women in the town, including the daughter of the king's prosecutor. Critically, he had also made a powerful political enemy in Cardinal Richelieu, the most powerful man in France, by opposing the demolition of Loudun's town walls. It is believed that Jeanne des Anges, who had never met Grandier but was infatuated with his reputation, became obsessed with him. When Grandier refused an invitation to become the spiritual director of the convent, her obsession turned into a demonic accusation. The exorcisms became a public spectacle, a morbid circus attended by thousands of tourists from across Europe. The nuns would be brought out into the public square, where they would writhe and scream accusations against Grandier. The priest was arrested and thrown into a dungeon. The trial was politically motivated and rigged from the start. The prosecution produced a document that is still famous today. A pact with the devil, written in backwards Latin, allegedly signed by Grandier, and several high-ranking demons, promising him the love of women, the flower of virgins, and worldly power in exchange for his soul. Grandier was subjected to the extraordinary question, a brutal form of torture intended to extract a confession. His legs were placed in the boot, a device filled with wedges that were hammered in to crush the bones. Despite having his legs shattered, Grandier maintained his innocence, crying out that he was a man of God. He never confessed to witchcraft. On August 18, 1634, Urbain Grandier was carried to the stake. He could not walk, and burned alive. As the flames rose, he promised to summon his judge to meet him before God within a year. The judge reportedly died mentally unstable shortly after. The possessions of the nuns did not stop with his death. They continued for years, suggesting that if demons were present, the fire had not banished them. Or perhaps the hysteria had simply taken on a life of its own. Thank you for exploring this complex and terrifying historical case with us here at Conjuring Files. We believe it's vital to document these real incidents where the boundaries of faith, law, and sanity are breached. If you found this investigation informative, please help encourage our channel. Give this video a like, share it with others fascinated by the dark history of exorcism, and subscribe for more deep dives into these chilling, real-life files. And please, don't forget to hit that bell icon so you are notified the moment we open the next case.